Let me be real here. Healing can actually become an addiction or a distraction or a way to actually avoid feeling better. In fact, the average holistic client is usually enrolled in about 2 to 3 courses at once, but they still don't feel regulated, they still don't feel nourished, and they still don't feel whole. In fact, in some of my heyday of healing, I would be enrolled again in 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 because I was so desperate to either get well, fix my brokenness, or I was constantly searching and searching and searching for something outside of myself. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Dr. Erica Steele. I'm a board certified naturopathic doctor. I hold 7 degrees in my field, all in the natural healthcare space. I like to say that I went to school so you don't have to. And this week is our last week, our final week of Intro to Holistic Medicine, week 12. It's integration week. And we're talking a lot about the shadow side of conscious learning and why this constant education doesn't actually equal embodiment. Again, when I was in this constant state, I was always looking for something was wrong and I needed to fix this. And I was bound to determine to find out what was wrong with me in order to fix it, not realizing that there really wasn't anything wrong with me other than the way that I felt about myself, my self-concept, my self-worth, my self-love, and ultimately my self-esteem. And when I began to shift that, everything changed. The more content you consume won't fix a dysregulated nervous system. I was overcompensating for my PTSD, my complex trauma that I really didn't treat. And why didn't I treat it? Because by the time I was diagnosed at 14, I left my house at 16 and I was in survival mode until boom, I started building businesses and I, finished healthcare school. And so at that point, I was faced with myself. And it wasn't until I was in several different courses at once and just literally exhausted myself in trying to discover what was wrong with me that I really realized, wait a second, there's nothing wrong with me. I just need to take a step back and integrate all this amazement that I've learned. And so pausing is a part of the practice. It's not just about this frantic healing and doing this and doing that and getting this and getting that and checking it off the list. It's really about integrating this in. So taking it from a logical perspective and then bringing it down into your heart, doing all the messy work, the emotional work, healing the trauma, letting stuff go, kicking stuff out, and then being able to manage your actions. In holistic medicine, it is a lifestyle, and your thoughts create your emotions, and then your emotions create your actions create your habits, your behaviors, and then ultimately your lifestyle. And so you can backtrack it. If you have behaviors that don't really work, you're going to look at your habits. If you have habits that don't really work, you're going to look at your actions. If you don't like your actions, you're going to look at your emotional body. And a lot of times it's stuck between the mental state and the emotional state, and there's some hang up in there. So we've got to slow down before you pick up another protocol or go see another doctor or enroll in another course. Perhaps stop and ask yourself, do I really need this? Am I really healthy? Because you don't need more tools. In fact, a lot of times people have a lot of the tools. They just need more time with the ones that they already have. I remember back when, I was working with various different coaches, and one of the coaches I chose was a love coach, and a very prominent one actually. And I was working with her and I was trying to get out of a really bad, abusive, unhealthy relationship. And I went to Belize to just kind of process. And, she checked in with me and she's like, how are things doing? And I'm like telling her all the negative things, right? Because that's really where I was at in the process. It was me dumping all of the issues, the stress, the pain. My intention was to leave all of that in Belize and then, leave there feeling renewed, which I absolutely did. And she actually got angry at me and and shamed me emotionally and told me that I wasn't, I wasn't doing it right and I should be, manifesting my new love. But in reality, if I would have done that, if I wouldn't have paused and took time to integrate the things that she had been sharing with me and really processing it and dumping it, I probably wouldn't be married to the man that I am to today, because I would have taken all of those unprocessed, undigested wounds into the next relationship and then the next relationship and then the next relationship. And so healing is very much a process. And so we want to honor yourself. And so again, you are the driver of your own healing. It's not about someone else external telling you, you're wrong or you're bad or whatever. It's about you honoring your space and you really taking the time, that you need in order to move forward, because ultimately it is not a marathon, it's not a sprint. You have endless amounts of time to work on this. Again, even in this lifetime, if you don't get it all done, you'll cross over and do it over, over that, or into the next or what have you. So healing doesn't have a timeline, and so we really want to stop using healing as another hustle, right? Healing is not a hustle. It's really a very slow, gradual, respectful process, because we want to protect our inner child, our inner children. Most of us have been battered, abused, emotionally neglected, all of these things. And so rushing them along and hurrying them along is just going to continue to reinforce unhealth and disease. So if you want to learn how to rest, reflect, and truly receive the messages that you're learning, go ahead and join the course. I've been in practice for a long time, but not just in, book practice. Like, it's not just about, learning from, all of the education, but really I've taken the time to embody these things, to be able to teach you, right? Not just from the book perspective, but also from practical application. And so we put those two together, Physician Heal Thyself. Our course is a self-paced course. It's life-giving. Intro to Holistic Medicine 1 is all about nutritional deficiencies. So you learn and uncover and become keenly aware of all of the nutrient deficiencies that are already on the table for you, that you really maybe need to look at. So we use subjective data, which is what the patient tells us. We use a questionnaire for that to assess. You'd be surprised at all the different symptoms that come just from nutritional deficiencies. And then we'll back that up with our objective data. We'll do salivary pH as well as our heart rate. And we use those metrics to be able to help us to determine where we are in the process. And again, it's self-paced. And so you can unpack it and look at it as you're able to, as you're ready to, because it's really about resting and digesting, not this fight or flight, check it off the list response. So, and anybody that tells you that is avoiding their own emotions. So like, share, subscribe, you know all the things. And I hope to see you in our Intro to Holistic Medicine 1. This is week 12. So we'll take a 3-week break to integrate everything in. And then we'll go into Intro to Holistic Medicine 2, which is all about detoxification and letting shit go. So I look forward to seeing you in that course as well. Like, share, subscribe. You already know what to do.